Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I did my shopping haul at my local Meijer store. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I actually ended up doing a stock up sale. We've had a couple of, as you say, problems last week and then just the other day. Just with like some natural disasters. Last week we ended up we got up in the morning and our water was fine, and then I would say by lunchtime we had no water pressure. So you couldn't run your dishwasher, wash your clothes, it makes it different. You couldn't even shower. The water pressure was just barely coming out. We did end up calling our water company, and they really didn't know what was going on. It took about another 3 or 4 hours. So I ended up stocking up, and I'll show you in my shopping haul with like some of the items that, I missed, in the sense of I didn't have really any spring water on hand extra for drinking or to be using for cooking. So I ended up stocking up on that. And then we ended up it was actually this morning around 1 o'clock in the morning, we ended up having a tornado. A tornado actually touched down on my road. My road goes for a couple of miles, and I'm on the south side of it, and it hit on the north side. I don't know if it totally took this home apart, but I know it damaged the roof, on the north side of my road that I'm on. And it was just, like I said, it was scary. We had to be in the basement. I actually was holding one of my granddaughters in the basement. This is like 1:30, 1:40. This morning I am a little tired. I ended up going to the dentist office today for a teeth cleaning. I almost honestly canceled it just because we were so tired. But we didn't have any damage, to our property. We have a couple little limbs here and there down, but it was just scary. If you don't have a weather radio, I really suggest you getting one. It's not a sponsored video for the weather radio, but we have one. It was thundering real bad. My husband kind of woke up, and then our weather radio went off, and it said tornado, like literally right over us. And it said, get to your safe space now. We didn't really have a warning that was like 20 minutes or 2 hours. That was it. That was our warning. So my husband had to call my son, and everybody came up, for safety. And I kept on hearing something. I don't know if it was our tornado alarm going off. Honestly, it could have been the tornado. It was really loud, and we ended up having to get in the basement. So all in all, it's been, an exciting and exhausting week. Between that, and I'm still canning green beans. I'm up to about 73 quarts of green beans so far, which is a blessing because, there's years that we don't have any green beans. And I do have more than enough, and I probably will be selling local to my public or the people that have bought all my chicken eggs. So all in all, this shopping haul is some of the things that I noticed in my basement, extras that I needed to fill up in those areas. Because, when a natural disaster happens, like say tornado, we could lose our electricity. We may have to use what we have here for a couple of days, or the fact that we had no water pressure. Well, thank God we did have water, but it was barely coming out. So all in all, that's what I ended up shopping for at my local Meijer store. Well, let me go ahead and turn around the camera and show you what I got. Okay, well, this was not really for the natural disasters that we were having this week, but I ended up snagging another one of these rolling carts. I just really like that one in my utility closet, and I'm thinking about maybe seeing if this one will be able to fit in the pantry upstairs so I can clean up the clutter on the floor. It may not be able to, but then that just means I'll put it in the basement and it will hold a little bit more of this stuff that I'm stocking up on. So here's the water again. I got 4 jugs of spring water. I've got like little bottles of Ice Mountain water, to drink on. But again, if you're having a natural disaster, 2 people, we would be through that like hotcakes. So I'm going to start stocking up more with the spring water, and right now I just bought 4. But I definitely need some extras. And then just having extra water for like the toilets. I've got some jugs in the back of my pickup truck for the garden. I'm going to make sure I always have like, maybe 10 or 20 filled that we just leave just in case we have to use them. I was totally out of the non-scratch sponge for like the oven to clean. So I ended up snagging that. Now this week the aluminum foil was 7 for $7. Now you did not have to buy 7 of these, but you could mix or match. So I ended up getting 4 aluminum foils and 2 boxes of tissues and even a bag of potatoes. So I ended up getting this for $1. Each one of these was $1. It was not a coupon. You did not have to clip it in the app or anything like that on Meijer. I snagged some more pasta. Last week when I bought that other bag, that was the last bag they had left on the shelf. This was on sale for $2.49 at Meijer, so I went ahead and snagged this one again. More bananas, another bag of flour. I'm a little low on flour and I'm trying to fill it in as I go. Like every time I go, get a bag, maybe not like all at once, again, because of all the prices, etc. I needed some more of the baking soda. This one actually goes in your fridge or freezer, and I usually leave mine in. It says to replace this every 3 months. I honestly don't do it every 3 months, just with the price of everything. It's usually pushing to almost a year. So I figure once a year I go ahead and I take it out and then I put in a fresh one. And then my old one, I go ahead and I pour down the drains and then run like, warm to hot water. So that way it's kind of freshening up the drains in my bathrooms. But I needed to get that. And then I was a little low on just pure baking soda for baking. And that's why I ended up snagging that. And I got another baking powder because I was getting low. And then I picked up some oven-ready lasagna. I thought about maybe making my husband a lasagna here in a while. And then I got some more yeast to stock up my shelf. This I did not get to stock up the shelf, but I got this for my mother-in-law who eats a lot of chocolate, and my mother eats the Lily's brand in chocolates, and so I ended up snagging this one. These were, again, both clearance. Was $3.59, was $4.28. So $2 for that, $1.79, that's a pretty good deal. I ended up getting this. I'd never seen it before. Yellowstone. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Yellowstone. We used to love it. They had Angus beef chili, no beans. My husband doesn't really like some of the beans. This was only $3.69. And this was that was reasonable because most of the other chili is over $5 a can. So I figured I'd go ahead and get 2 cans so that way my husband can try it and see how it tastes. Then I snagged another Thousand Island dressing, some ragu for like the lasagna, etc. This was 2 for $4 this week on sale. Some kidney beans, some more canned chicken, again, mostly for my dog, but again, my husband can eat it as well, like on a sandwich or something. It's just handy. It has a lot of salt in it though. And then I needed some more of the vitamins. It was buy one, get one free this week. And again, it was not a coupon that you needed to clip. There's also a coupon in their Meijer app for like $1 off one. And so I bought 1 folic acid and then I bought 1 vitamin C. I actually take the vitamin C and I split the pill and I split it until I get like maybe 100. So then I end up, instead of using 1 pill, I'm getting to use it for 4 days. Because again, you don't really want to take 500 milligrams of vitamin C every day. That would not be good for and healthy for your kidneys, etc. It could end up, if you're doing that all the time, it could damage your kidneys. But so I, split it in half, getting it all the way down there. They just don't make a vitamin C in the store that is 100 or less unless it's in a multivitamin. And I can't do a big, huge multivitamin. Just the vitamin B's in it hurt my bladder. So I have to do my vitamins separate. I needed another one of the dishwashing detergent powder. Again, I've got about 2 in there. I haven't really figured out how many I go through, say, in a month. I really should figure that out. Currently, we have, it's called Ulta Fiber, I think is how you pronounce it. They are putting the fiber optics or whatever, on my road. And the guy literally is right next to my mailbox with a cooler and a stop sign. And so it's just a pain. I ended up having to go the other way out of my driveway to the left instead of the right. But you're sitting there, stop traffic, and they're digging in, in the ground. And it's a little annoying, but I guess it has to be done. So there's just things that I wanted to go ahead and get a little bit more of than I needed. And I'm definitely gonna probably go back and check the price of Kroger spring water. It's probably cheaper at Walmart, but I'm just not handy or close to a Walmart to get some. But there's, items I need to fill in. I picked this up for my husband. This was $2.49 at Meijer on sale. Regular like $3.15. So I just picked up one, and then I needed another rice. And I really like this Success rice where, sometimes when you get rice and you make it, sometimes it doesn't make it, like it doesn't turn out to be rice. Sometimes it messes up. It only happens to me occasionally. The Success rice with it boil in a bag, to me, it just seems like I can't mess it up. I don't know why. I just, it's a good thing I can't mess it up, but it's just, cute in a little bag. You drop it in the boiling water and it's 10 minutes and it's done. Can't beat that. So all in all, here were my groceries. My total was $103.20. Seems to be shocking. I mean, the cart alone was $20. Of course, then there's tax, so it's probably $24, maybe. So the rest is that. Like I said, every time I lay it out, I'm thinking, how can this be? Because looking at it, I'm thinking maybe 75, maybe. But I don't think 103. But all in all, I think it was a great shopping haul. Again, I'm stocking more for my shelf because of all these natural disasters and trying to go through and make sure I've got enough to maybe get through. I'm not saying hopefully it would get me through at least a month. I mean, if I could stock a little bit further, I would as well. But again, with the prices, it makes it difficult to buy a lot of something unless it's on sale. Well, let me go ahead and show you my Kroger shopping haul right here. All right, here's my Kroger shopping haul. I ended up picking up some Pink Lady apples. I'm going to be making myself an apple kuchen, and I will be putting that recipe on for the fall, but it's just really good for that. Of course, Pink Lady is also good just to eat too as well. Got some more old-fashioned oats. I'm actually going to be using it for a couple of recipes, so I needed to go ahead and get another one. I've got my milk here, and no, it was not on sale, same price. I picked up some whipping cream. It's not the kind that I could have, but I'm making that soup for my husband, the tomato soup. I am just loaded down, of course, with tomatoes. Again, I have 30 plants, and their tomatoes are huge, so I've got enough ripe ones right now to make a batch. So I picked up a couple of extras as they get ripe, I'll be able to make. And then I needed the chicken broth. Chicken broth actually goes in my tomato soup that I make from scratch. And so I got a couple. If you ended up buying 5 of the Simple Truth brand chicken broth, I got it for $1.29. Otherwise, one is like regular 3 something. So that was a steal. And I definitely, each one does one recipe of the tomato soup. So hopefully I'll do at least that. May have to do more and even buy some more. This box of cake mix, I actually got it for free. It was a coupon in my digital app, so I picked the devil's food. I thought I would give it to my son. I picked up another bag of flour because my digital coupon in my app had 55 cents off one bag. So I figured it would be worth it to go ahead and get another bag of flour. And then I bought some more tomato paste. Again, I need the tomato paste to make the homemade tomato soup. And it takes about 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to go through it quite a lot. So I got a couple. Then I ended up getting some more cheese for my husband. This one was on sale for $2.49. Again, it was a coupon you needed to clip in your digital app or the website. I picked up some pumpkin pie spice. I actually didn't have one. I'm going to be using it for a recipe where I'm going to be making pumpkin fudge. And I will be putting that up in the month of October since, we got a lot of pumpkins during that time. And then I went ahead and picked up some more garlic. Again, I needed some extras, not just for my pizza, but because of that tomato soup. It does take quite a bit of garlic. Here is the white chocolate chips that I had to purchase to make the pumpkin fudge that I'm going to be doing. And then I got some M&Ms. This is actually going to be for my husband. Yes, it's the fun size, but it said regular price was $5.79 for this. They only had one, but I can go ahead and my husband usually has like a little bowl and he eats it just as occasionally like a snack. So I couldn't beat that price, so I figured I'd snag this. I snagged this for my granddaughter, some yogurt, and again, if they can't eat it now, they can always freeze it and it would be like a popsicle. At $1.68, you cannot beat that price. And then I snagged this wee yogurt for my mother at 83 cents. You cannot beat it. It is cinnamon and apple. That kind of sounds good. Sounds more like fall there. Went ahead and snagged 2 more red lettuces, a bunch of bananas because I'm going to be making some banana cookies. And again, that will be a recipe on for the further months. And then I snagged these for my grown children and their family. It's something I usually would not buy because my Kroger sells this almost for $7, which to me is outrageous. But a 4-pack for $2.92, can't beat that price. They had probably 15 or 20 boxes there, which it's a good deal if you want to, have a last hurrah before the end of summer, etc. And then I picked up this. I don't know if it's Tallini. Like I said, probably butchered it. Black raspberry chocolate chip. I thought my daughter would like to have that because she likes to buy a black raspberry chocolate chip. She likes that ice cream. So at $2.84, can't beat that price. This thing is probably at least $5 or even more. So all in all, here were my groceries. My total was $88.30. I don't know about you, that's just shocking. Again, looking at it, to me, there's no way that would cost that. Again, maybe $65. It just seems like it gets worse and higher each week that I go. Well, I just wanted to let you know December is not too far off. Before you know it, we'll blink and Thanksgiving will be here. Starting in December, on December 13th, all the way through December 24th, I will be running a video at 3 o'clock and it will be dessert recipes. And I've got my famous St. Bart's cookies. I know several people have asked for that recipe, so I've got, the videos for those. And so you probably don't want to miss those because they're, to me, I don't know about you, I love dessert. Without, dessert, to me, life wouldn't be that enjoyable. Dessert is wonderful. So you don't want to miss that. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.